Whether you're 20 years old or 70 years old, when you're putting money away into retirement accounts, you are planning for retirement. So you need to start to understand all the different things that are associated with these different accounts. And really what we're going to talk about today are 5 different key areas that you need to understand when it comes to minimizing your risk and maximizing your gains for retirement planning. So the first thing you want to look at is what are the different retirement accounts and what are the benefits associated with them? What are the disadvantages that are associated with them? So one that's really popular today is the Roth account, right? So whether it's a Roth IRA or a Roth 401k, what you're going to do is you're going to put your money away. You're not going to defer it from tax today, right? You're going to pay that tax and be done with it. The great thing about it is it's going to grow. You're not going to pay tax on the growth. And when you take that money out in retirement, you're going to do that in an income tax-free manner. So it's really nice to get all of that planning done and out of the way today, because that retirement account, if it's $1 million that it grows to, or 2 million or 3 million, whatever it is, those distributions, you're not going to pay income tax on. A traditional style account, which is a traditional 401k or a traditional IRA, that same scenario, if you grow that money to $1 million, 2 million, 3 million, what happens is you start to pay income taxes on all of those distributions. So you don't pay that tax today, but in the future, on that harvest, when you start to take that money out, that's when you're going to be paying income tax. The challenge is for most people is we don't know where income tax rates are going. So are you deferring today at a low income tax rate only to be taxed later on the back end at a higher income tax rate? And these are things you need to consider when you're looking at what accounts to establish or what accounts that you have, knowing what your income is going to look like in retirement. The second thing you want to consider is understanding how retirement income streams work and developing a plan around that retirement income, right? So some people are looking to real estate and they want real estate to be their passive income, and they're going to use that for their retirement vehicle and their things to fund other lifestyle activities. That might be a retirement plan for you. But if you're the type of person that who has saved in IRAs and 401ks, you really need to start understanding how these income streams work. One of the things that we do here at Epic is we help develop a retirement income strategy for you, incorporating both the investment science, right? That's all the money that's going into the stock market, understanding how that works and understanding what distribution rates are. And then we incorporate what could be called actuarial science, the guaranteed aspects of retirement planning, so that you can have a more sustainable income when you get to retirement. What that looks like, or the reason why that's important for you, is that if you don't understand how income streams work in retirement, how do you know where to put your money today when you're saving for retirement? The third thing we want to look at is managing the risk of your portfolio, not just the risk in the stock market, but your longevity risk, right? There's a lot of different risks to consider when we're looking at retirement and retirement accounts. That's why understanding income streams in retirement becomes so very important. But let's just take a look at the investment risk side of things. If we look at 2022, just last year, between January and December, the S&P finished down about 20%. Intra-year, it was down over 30%. And so looking at that, had you retired in that year, just think about if all of your money was in invested assets in the market, you're down 20%. Now you have to pull 10% from your invested assets just to live, or whatever that number is that you decided on. Right now you're down 30%. Think about the return you need to get just to get back to normal. And this is where retirement planning and understanding those income streams becomes so important, because it's not just managing the risk of the investments in the portfolio, but it's managing that sustainability long term. And what are the tools that you're using to implement? What are the different pieces that you're putting together in your puzzle? Because just like building out income streams pre-retirement, you want to make sure that you're building out income streams post-retirement. On the topic of longevity, the fourth thing that you have to consider is long-term care. I know it's not an interesting topic, but let's look at the facts. Somebody that's turning 65 today has a 70% chance of needing long-term care or some sort of assistance as they get older. For men, that time frame in which they need the assistance could last on average about 2.2 years. For women, that could be longer, around 3.7 years on average. So the fact is, if you're not in this 30% that's not going to need it, you really need to start considering what are the things that you're doing, right, to protect your portfolio and really to make sure you mitigate any of these long-term care costs that may arise when you're in retirement. And the last thing you want to look at is Social Security. I know for a lot of the younger people on there, myself included, I'm thinking, is Social Security really going to be there? If we look at the statistics, I know that benefits, according to the Social Security Administration, are going to start to get cut as soon as 2034, barring no changes happen, which, who knows if they're going to make changes in Congress to Social Security and the funding of it. Is it going to be there? But for people that have the benefit or can start collecting on Social Security sooner, the longer you delay up to age 70, every year between your full retirement age and age 70, you can get an 8% increase every year on what that Social Security benefit is. So that's one thing that you really want to take a look at and do the calculation on. Does it make sense to delay that and take that benefit later in life so that you have that greater payout for a longer period of time? Do you want to take that risk? Do you have longevity in your family? These are all kind of questions that you want to look at, and you can do that calculation to see when your break even happens and if delaying is the smarter option for you. But there are still some options here on Social Security, assuming that it's there for you. And if you're getting close to retirement, you really want to dig into it because it could be a big piece for a longer term for your retirement. So we went through those 5 different areas: understanding the retirement accounts, developing that strategy for retirement income, understanding the risk management aspects of retirement planning, long-term care, and of course, Social Security. But if you're in the space where you want to have a deeper conversation, you may be young starting out and you just need to understand, well, you said retirement income, how does that actually work? A member at Epic can help you with that. If you're getting older and you're getting closer to needing to really plan out retirement, again, click in the description box below. One of the team members here at Epic will get in touch with you and we'll be able to help map out retirement income planning, whether you're 20 years old, 70 years old, in retirement, pre-retirement, we'll be able to help you figure that out. So again, thank you for watching that video. Click the like button if you like this. Continue to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.